Hello family, I want to welcome you guys back again to this YouTube channel. Godwin Freeman is my name, your certified relationship coach and counselor. So I want to encourage you to continue to subscribe to this YouTube channel, share this video with your friends and your loved ones, like this video, and most importantly, leave your comments in your review section. Let me know what you think about this video. So there is a question that I've always been asked when it comes to breakups and its ramifications. And this is from a sincere person asking that why does it look like they moved on so quickly or so fast with someone else after the immediate breakup? It looks like we just broke up some few days or some few months or some few weeks and they have moved on with someone else so quickly. So sometimes you get to ask yourself and to think that did they truly love me? Were they even already cheating with this person while they were with me? Or were all the things they said to me lies, or they actually meant every bit of it? So I'm here to help you with this video to actually break down some of the things that you may be seeing or some perspectives that you may be having that may not be true. And it is easier for people to say that what is that a concern to you? If they have moved on with someone else, they should just move on. Is it that important? But the truth is that you can't just shoot at people or hoot at people simply because they are struggling to move on in their lives and in their relationships. It is not easy to be in that situation where your heart has been shattered and ruptured, where your heart has been broken as a result of a broken relationship you have experienced. So we need to take time with them and help people unpack what they may be experiencing. The first point I want to bring to your notice why it looks like they have moved on seemingly so quickly and so fast with someone else as if you were never important in their lives is that things may not be as it seems. Things may not be as it seems. The way you are describing or the way you are ascribing words to what is going on with them and the next person may not be true. Because you can't tell if they are just having friendships with them. You can't tell if they are just in a situationship with them. You can't tell the quality of the friendship they are having with this individual for you to just conclude that, oh, they moved on quickly and they are in the newfound relationship and they never respected me and they never loved me in the first place. You need to put your mind in perspectives because things may not be as they seem to be. You may even be thinking that they are in that next relationship just to spite you, or they are in that next relationship just to throw things at you to let you know that they have moved on so quickly and that you never mattered. But you see, it is your mind playing games with you. It may not be true. It may not be true that it is a rebound relationship. It may not be true that they are there to spite you. It may not be true that they are there just to send a message to you. That may not be true. So you need to be mindful of your perspective, because the unfortunate situation is that because you are in an unhealed place, because your heart is broken and shattered, it is easier for you to feed on disillusionment. It is easier for you to feed on negativity. It is easier for you to feed on things that are untrue. That is why you begin to read meaning into things of your ex that may not even be true in the first place. So that is what I want you to be mindful of. The second thing I want to advise you on is that stop looking at them. Stop paying attention to what they are doing with their next life. Stop paying attention to the people they are DMing or the people they are chatting or the kind of friendships they are having or their next relationship that they have found themselves in. Stop looking. Because the more you are doing that, the more your heart is being tortured. The more you are doing that, the more unforgiveness and bitterness is stemming in your heart, because you are likely going to interpret the situation wrongly. Why don't you shut yourself temporarily from them for a moment so that you can focus on your healing journey and be in a better place before you can bounce back into romantic relationships and whatnot? So instead of trying to pry into their lives, instead of creating false accounts on social media just to be reading their feeds and be checking their posts and what they are doing and who they are in a relationship with and how they are enjoying their life so swiftly after they ended the relationship, all those things are actually affecting you negatively. Instead, shut down temporarily from anything that has to do with them, whether on social media, whether whatever, anything that will get you connected to them, that will continue to instill pain and torture in you. Temporarily shift your focus from those things. Focus on yourself. Focus on how you can heal and be at a better place, and stop putting too much pressure and burden on their next situations, on their current situation, on their next relationship and whatnot. So the second advice I'll give you is that stop looking and focus on yourself. The next thing I again want to share with you is that you don't even know whether that next relationship is a rebound or not. Sometimes the reason why they seem to have moved quicker or faster with someone else is because they are doing that on rebound. It's a distraction mechanism for them to temporarily cope from the breakup that they've had with you. Sometimes they are even doing it so that they can actually run away from you. Sometimes they are doing it so that they can actually forever leave you behind the scenes. So you may not know the reason why they are there. Whether they are doing it for rebound, whether they are doing it to spite you, whether they are doing it because there is so much pressure on them, because they are struggling to even let go of the situation. You don't have all those perspectives. So the best thing I can advise you is that focus on yourself, focus on your life, instead of paying attention to what they are doing. The next advice I want to give you is that pay attention to your growth and your development. Truth be told, there are some relationships that, as a result of separation and breakup, both of you may go your separate ways and go and work on yourself, develop yourselves to become better. Because I'm telling you, the most greatest value you can actually have in life is placing value on yourself. It's by developing yourself to be at a better place. They may even regret leaving you when they realize where you have been now. They may regret making that decision to let you go because they have now seen the value you placed on yourself after the relationship ended. So instead of you focusing on them, focus on yourself, focus on healing, see how you can develop yourself, pay attention to your interests and your hobbies and your sense of destiny and your sense of direction for your life, and just become better at it. There are two things that are likely going to happen. You may meet them in the course of life, probably they are developed, you are also developed. The current situation that warranted you guys going your separate way might have already been dealt with, and both of you can now come back and continue that relationship in a healthy space. Because I've seen people break up, they continued with their life, they became better, developed themselves, they met themselves again, in the future, and things were okay and they continued. But you see, if you were prying their life and was focusing on them solely and not on yourself, how can you even be developed and place value on yourself for them? Because probably they've moved on and you are still wallowing in self-pity, you are wallowing in depression, you are wallowing in disillusionment when they have moved on with their life. So at the end of the day, you still need to develop yourself. At the end of the day, you still need to become better. Secondly, even if it is not the case that you guys meet again in the course of life and you guys carry on with your relationship, you will still meet someone along the way who will show interest in you, who may be interested in you. The best you can actually give them is your self-development. The best you can actually give them is your valued self. You can't meet them, new people, and this person is interested in you, but you have still been wallowing in self-pity from that 2 years breakup or that 3 years breakup you had. Whereas this person has moved on and is probably enjoying a bliss in their marital or in their relationship life, and you are still here struggling. So the best advice I can give you is learn to develop yourself so that you can become better for yourself, number one. Number two, for the person you may meet in the course of your life, and sometimes they may even be the one you guys will end up together with. But all these things cannot be possible if you don't focus on yourself, if you don't focus on your healing journey, if you don't focus on developing yourself to become a better version of yourself. They will not appreciate who you are. The final thing I want to leave with you is that view the breakup as a blessing in disguise. If you really pay attention to the breakup and how things went sour, I bet you may find one or two things that are lessons that you have learned from that relationship that you have decided you are not going to repeat in your next relationship. You may see some one or two things that you also contributed to the breakup that resulted to the breakup you're experiencing, and all these things are going to guide you in your next relationship. I always say, learn from your bad experiences, learn from your bitter experiences, allow them to make you better and not bitter. So you can actually view that relationship again. If you are talking about seeking closure and they don't want to help you find closure, find a closure within yourself. Create some within yourself. Ask questions where the relationship went wrong, and ask this most important question: was the relationship even draining you in the first place? Probably this relationship was making you lose your self-esteem. This relationship was making you lose your sense of value and pride. This relationship was even making you lose your relationship with God. This relationship caused you to stop pursuing your purpose. And all of these things were imminent and evident in the relationship. But just because you wanted to keep them, you were denying yourself. You were losing yourself just because you wanted to keep them. If you take time to view this initial breakup as a blessing in disguise, it's actually going to help you move on and seek closure within yourself so that you don't find yourself in that unhealthy dynamics again. So it may seem as if they moved on quickly after breaking up with you, but you may not have the full picture. You may not have a glimpse of what actually is going on with them and their lives. So the best thing you can do is that instead of focusing on them, learn to focus on yourself to become a better version of yourself. And I know the journey into healing is not easy, but you need to actually begin. You need to start it. You need to talk to an expert, talk to a certified counselor. You can reach out to us to take you through some systems and some sessions that can actually help you to be healed and be a better version of yourself. Godwin Freeman here, your certified relationship coach. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, click on the notification bell, send this video to your friends and your loved ones, like this video, and most importantly, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this video. Thank you.